Hey ladies and gentlemen, you cannot make this up. Look at the story that I found and I add a little knowledge to it. Two inmates at the all-women's New Jersey jail are pregnant after both had sex with a transgender prisoner and after usually one battled to house 27 trans inmates there, which is kinda weird. The pregnant women who were not identified are housed at the Parabim Etna Mahan Correctional Facility in Clinton, which New Jersey governor plans to close last year. Oh, so you were gonna close it? The women's prison, because there's not a lot of women's prisoners, and you're like, hey, but there's transgender women's prisoner, hey, get them, we can keep it open. Well, that's a conspiracy theory, but you get my point. Prison bosses said in both instances the sex was consensual. It is unclear if the woman had sex with the same transgender inmate or if it was two different inmates. Etna Mahan houses 27 transgender prisoners and over 800 women altogether. Amen. A quota of 27 penises and 800 vulvas. It's good for them, man. Amen. I'm not going to a man's prison. I'm going to a woman's prison. Definitely. It is also unclear how far along the two inmates are and whether they plan to continue with their respective pregnancy. An investigation has been launched. The correctional facility began to house transgender women includes those that have yet to undergo gender reassignment surgery last year. That came part of the settlement following a lawsuit brought to the trans women and the American Civil Liberties Union of the New Jersey. ACLU legal director Jean Barabim defended on Tuesday the policy, saying it ensured the rights of trans prisoners who were not violated. Oh, it's in line with the New Jersey's strong anti-discrimination laws that prevent discrimination and harassment on the basis of gender identity. Etna Mahan, the only woman prison in Garden State that does not require transgender inmates to proceed with the reassignment surgery in order to be housed at the correctional facility. So normally you need to cut it off, but now we're gonna be like, you can think about it. Have the last moment of fun so you can be sure if you want to change it or not. Okay, that seems quite reasonable. DOC's External Affairs Executive Director Dan Parabim also told New York that the pregnant women have engaged in intercourse willingly following several accusations of abuse at the jail. But they're anonymous, so how do we know? While DOC cannot comment on the specific disciplinary or housing decision that may be considered in the light of these events, the department always reserves all options to ensure the health and safety of the individual in its custody. Nah, bruh, you're gonna tell me that man has been experiencing this for a very long time and suddenly you're the health expert? Nah, no. In 2021, two Etna Mahan prisoners filed a lawsuit seeking for the gender identity policy to be revoked after they were allegedly harassed by transgender prisoners. The women also claimed that the transgender inmates were engaging in sexual activities with just say woman. Critics of the settlement with the ACLU argue that the measure is yet on the burden for the state prison that has seen alarming reports of abuse and rape by guards throughout the last decades. Okay. The Human Representation Correctional Officer at the facility issued a statement decrying the policy allowing transgender females to be incarcerated at Etna. We oppose this policy change, believing it will be detrimental to the general population of female inmates housed at Etna and also bring added stress to our correctional police officer assigned to the institution. Of course, if you have to treat people as a woman because they identify as a woman, but they might be acting as a man, but you're not allowed to be hard as them, hey man, what do you mean? If I was a guy and I know you're being gangster with man genes, but you identify as a woman, I want to treat you like a man. I can treat you gangster and you're gonna be like, I'm a woman, you can't hurt me. Hey lady, you want a funky? I'm not harassing you. Okay man. Etna may have begun housing transgender inmates in July 2021 as the result of a lawsuit filed in 2019 by a transgender woman who says she was forced to live in a men's prison for a year and a half. Well, live in solitary confinement. Or hey, everybody can get out and you can get out alone, watch TV alone for a few hours. Yeah, just close them off, just like they do with pedos, you know? It's not that you're a pedo, we're doing it for your safety, but you're gonna be no, I want to be like the other people without the danger. How can you want to identify as a woman in a prison when there is no woman. You want to be safe, so you want to go to another one, and we have to do the mumbo jumbo, the politics and the drama, and you are still safe? Come on, man. Look, man, I'm very strict with prison. It has to be a good thing to lock up very gangster people, right? And there, I wish we could rehabilitate you. That, I think, is a very honest opinion. But the fact that you're going to talk to me like, well, they treat people bad in prison. They've been treating people bad in prison for a very long time. Nobody really cared. And now, because it's a transgender, people are going to be like, well, we're going to do an exception? I think all I'm trying to say is, prison is prison. It's a bad place. But the idea that you have somebody that solely identifies as a woman, as the dangerous people that have to go to the dangerous prison, they go to the softer version, and suddenly you care because you can get some moral points? Hey man, no. I still don't care. So I'm just calling it out. Especially for the people that get harassed. Woo! As if it didn't happen at school. How many times the schools try to hide the things that happened when a transgender person did something to a girl? Hey man, and you want me to believe it didn't happen to a boy? Hey, go to the prison that you have to be. Because if not, I'm going to identify as a woman, because this life has way more advantages being a woman. You don't believe me? They treat us very good with MS. You know why? Because huge amount of people that have MS are ladies. Thank you, ladies. Because you had the trouble before me, now I feel safer in this world. It kinda sucks, right? Let me know what you think. Should this woman go to the prisoner of the men, or should they go to the day prison of the woman? Or should we build a prison especially for them? Just let me know. Maybe they will build a transgender person to start finding people. Hey, you better convince all the kids to be transgender. Oh, that's a good deal, right?